call may be recorded or monitored for training and quality control purposes. After you talk to our agent, please take a few seconds to rate this call. Your feedback is very important to us. Please hold. Our customer service representative will be with you shortly. Thank you for calling ANNKE's customer service. My name is Sebastian. How can I help you?
Hey there. I have a question regarding the external hard drive that I put into my ANNKE security device. It's basically the box, and it has 8 channels. And I've been trying to download the clips, and it keeps saying that it's unreadable, and the file is having issues for some reason downloading to the USB external hard drive that I plug into the Type-C, or the USB, I should say, on the back of the box. And I don't know what the problem is, because I am getting notification that 100% of the clip has been downloaded. And when I open the USB that I plugged into the ANNKE box, it is showing that the file was downloaded. And I'm not sure. It's a brand new USB terabyte. So it's not like it's under memory or short of memory. It's a whole terabyte external hard drive that I'm plugging in. And for some reason, it's saying that it's not readable. I have a computer I just built. It has 16 cores. This is Windows 11. All the drives are up to date. Everything is dress right dress. I am not sure why it is I can't download and play, for some reason, these clips from my security camera.
Okay, so can you please provide me with the model number of your ANNKE unit?
Okay, where would I find that exactly?
On the label that's underneath equipment.
Okay, let me take a look at this.
Sure.
It looks like it's D as in Delta, W81KT.
Okay.
It comes with a hard drive installed, 1 terabyte.
Okay. So can you please provide me with your email address?
Yeah, it's Sebastian, SEBASTIAN HILL999@gmail.com.
If I send you an email message, will you be able to send me the picture of the error that you're seeing when you're trying to export the footage from your device?
Well, it's not a problem exporting. It's a problem playing for some reason. So I could definitely do that, though. I could screenshot and send that to you.
Okay, so what is the software that you're using to open this video?
It's Windows Media Player.
Okay, have you tried using VLC Player?
VLC Player. I have. Is it free, or is that another app that I have to pay for?
No, it's free. So it's Victor, Larry, Charlie.
Okay, let me just do this really quick.
Okay.
Let me go and look to see. It's called VLC Player.
Correct.
Windows 11 download. I'm navigating the install process.
Okay.
Okay, it says it's installed. I'm going to go to see if they put it in a shortcut on my desktop home really quick.
Okay.
Okay, this is desktop. Yeah, it has a cone here. So privacy, allow metadata, network access, regular check for updates. All right. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to media, open file. Is that what I need to go to? Open file to play. It looks like there's a play sheet on there. So I'm going to go to my storage, go to my security, and it's not showing the file. Let's see.
Okay, in that case, you can go to the folder where the file is, and right click and open with VLC.
Okay, yeah, this, right click, open with VLC. Okay, then it says a new version is available. Do you want to download it? Yes, that's ideal, correct?
Yes.
Okay, hit yes. And I'm immediately I am seeing the clip. So it looks to me that we have success.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. And hold on one second. It's asking me again to set it all up and do it all over again. Let me make sure this new one is going to work. Okay. Now I have to re-download this new patch, apparently. Appears to be running. Okay, so now it wants to do another setup install for the new patch. Let's see there. Okay, run it, finish. Close. Go back to it. Open with. All right, it looks like it is running and we're good. It looks like we're good.
All right, great. So, is there anything else I can help with?
Hold on one second. I'm just going to do one last thing.
Sure.
And interesting. So for some reason, the clip is a still photo, and it's not the actual video for some reason.
Okay. In that case, my advice it will be to preview the recordings that you're exporting before you export them.
Okay. So now all of a sudden it's playing at 2 minutes it's playing. So hold on one second. Maybe I need to, let me just restart everything. And if I have any concerns in a few minutes, I'll just give you a call back. But maybe I just need to let it play because it might be lagging for some reason. I don't know why it would, because it's coming directly from the USB hard drive. But I am noticing that it's a little slow for some reason, but now it's picking back up. So for some reason, the video stopped and then it started, even though the bar continued to play. So anywho, it looks like, though, I could see dust around the camera, like the little dust particles. So it's definitely playing. So it seems to be working. I'll give you a call back if there's any problems. I appreciate your time, sir.
Sure. Please try to play your files by moving them from your USB to your local storage.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see if that gives you like a smoother view of the files.
Yeah. Let me try that really quick then. Let's just go to a local disk here. Move it over to a local disk. Copy it. You'll need to provide administrator permission. I am the administrator. So now, okay, we have that file on the local disk. Right click, open with VLC media player. Okay, it seems to be playing. It does seem to be playing now. And it does seem to be playing.
All right, so it's going smoother.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, it is. I would agree with that. So,
all right.
Thank you, sir.
More than welcome. Now, in case it's possible for you, please stay on the line. You will get a brief survey where you can rate my attention.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. Have a nice one, sir.
We would like to get your feedback. In the scale of 1 to 5, where 5 is the best,
Okay, so situation is because you always had corruption or you've always had problems, right? Of course, you're going to be a stickler and you're going to scrutinize every little thing. And the deal here is when you have so much data that you're collecting, and then you see that it's being removed. Okay, and you could be collecting it through your phone, you could be collecting it through your thumb drives, you could be collecting through a hard drive, like an external, right? You could be collecting it even in your computer, and my laptops have been infiltrated in the OS. What happens is if you run into a new project like I just ran into with a security camera, the problem is you're not aware that it requires new firmware or new software updates. You don't really know that. You're suspicious all the time. And so I want to do a screen share briefly and show you that today I was just leaving just to go check the mail, right? I've been home all day. I have a big exam coming up, and I'm going to show you the stalking that I'm talking about. I literally went out to let the dog out, and then I said to myself I would go check the mail. I haven't been out to the road or around my mailbox probably conservatively in 4 or 5 days, 3 days maybe. And I walk outside, and you'll see it for yourself in the clip. So I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to go to screen share. I'm going to open up a clip. Okay. So I should be screen sharing here. All right. So this is today. This is outside of my house. This is at 17:58. At this time frame, I'm inside, basically around the living room / hallway, and I'm getting kind of towards the kitchen. This is today, okay, and I'm getting ready to go to my mailbox. Down this slope right here, and my mailbox is at not this one, but it's behind over here. I'm just gonna bump it up a little bit to about a minute, about right. I'm gonna keep it about right here, about here. Let's see if it plays. I feel like whenever I start skipping, it has a tendency like it needs to catch up almost. Yeah, there you go. It almost has a lag period. So I'm just gonna let this play, and let's see here, next media. I can't really speed it up, but I don't want it to lag. So maybe I can speed it up. This is at 1800. Let's do 18. Let's do it right here. I try to speed it up a little bit. Let's see if this video works. Okay. $18.01. 4 minutes. I just bumped it up. I want to see if it's going to allow me to. Yeah, so right now I'm toggling the video speed, and for some reason it's not allowing me. There it goes. That's interesting. So I don't know why it's kind of grippy like that. Like it'll freeze and then it'll play, but we're waiting for 18. basically between 1803 and 1806. So I'm going to let this play right here. This is the Conspiracy Broadcasting Network. This is about this unconstitutional campaign where people are using technology to stalk my physical well-being, my physical location. This is about, in this video, objectifying the stalking nature of these white SUVs, which all have some psychological context to them, which I've shared in previous videos. Okay. I haven't been outside all day. There's 24 hours in a day. Obviously, you're only using about 12 of those hours in daylight-ish. And so less since it's winter solstice. But now I'm going to check around 1806. I'm going to check my mail. Took me literally 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. And this campaign is about criminalizing, finding ways to criminalize you and ambush you because they are so in tune to where you are physically. There's a white SUV right there at 1805. This is about ambushing you in psychosocial atmosphere and in social settings, and antagonizing you and provoking you and timing your movements, timing when you're going to enter certain psychosocial conversation, timing when you're going, there's another white SUV, timing when you're going to say things, or timing where you're going to be physically, and then altering the atmosphere for humility. They like to use proxemics to what I call deflect conversation. So if they don't want you to talk to somebody, they'll stand around and block. They do that in order to interrupt the flow. They'll do the same thing. So if you're in the middle of a conversation or a work activity or any activity in a social setting, they're there to block you. And here you're going to see at 1806 is me walking my dog to the mailbox, and then them having a white SUV drive by to harass me. That vehicle drove by within feet of me. Okay. And they knew I was coming. They knew that if I recorded this, and then they would have this on video. So they had those white SUVs come. And I could take a clip, and I could take a whole clip, because I have a whole clip of a 1 terabyte, 3 days of this particular. This is my second camera. I have many cameras. I could take a whole clip I could take 2 days and post it up. 2 whole days, 3 whole days. We could take 72 hours if we want to, and we can play. And you'll see that these white SUVs weren't coming in that frequency within the last 2 minutes like this. All of a sudden, I'm coming out to go get the mail, and they know I'm coming out because they're always ahead of me. Like I said, it's a cheat code that they're using. And as you see, I'm being harassed just by going to the mail. I find out that there is a Bass Pro Shops master catalog inside my mailbox, a big Bass Pro Shops master catalog. And the thing about it is these are things that I haven't signed up for. I haven't fished, or excuse me, I haven't purchased anything from Bass Pro in a while. Like we're talking months, online or in person. So I don't know why they would be dishing that out to me. I guess trying to just get me to come back to them because I haven't made an in-store purchase or an online purchase, which I'm sure they archive just like everything. But this just goes to show you the narcissistic abuse of this whole program. That's a camera, and that's me literally just going out to go get mail. And these assholes are willing to drive by, at whatever speed to blow past me and time me when I'm going to just simply get mail. I was outside doing some smelt work with lead jig heads. And when I'm out there, every time I'm in the back underneath the basement and the crawl space downstairs, and I'm working downstairs, these vehicles will start amping up their frequency to make noise pollution. And they'll just sit there and drive and cross. They'll cross each other. They'll have one go this way. They'll have one go this way. And they'll cross in your visual. And they're waiting for you to turn. Everything is on your accord. All your physical body movements, it's all on your accord. And you can go back to the cameras and see that there was not all of this vehicle passing by. There was no all these vehicles driving in frequency. There was no numbers of vehicles, coming through every 30 seconds. There was none of that. The second you go out and you start working and concentrating on the things you need to do, right? And you're out there either enjoying your own backyard, either doing a project, cutting things or measuring things, these assholes are out here and ramping up the noise pollution, ramping up the visual stimuli and the auditory stimuli, and making sure that every time you go up the stairs to your house back door or down the crawl space doors, they're going to drive by. If you're doing something, carrying something, they're literally on your accord. So if you drop something, they're there to drive by. And it's always this perpetual surveillance, non-fucking stop. And they're there to criminalize you everywhere you fucking go. Crazy thing was the last EMS job that I was doing, they tried to use political abuse and always on a political agenda, right? To smear you or abuse you. And so it was like every patient and then every interaction that I had with somebody at the service was a problem. It was like this patient was asking me why I didn't say her name, her full name, across my pre-arrival communications on the radio. She's asking me this in front of the FTO. It's patients trying to give me $5 bills or whatever in front of everybody in the ER, right? Trying to hand me money in the ER, in front of everybody who's got patients there. Okay. It's FTOs, we've already went through all of this. It's the disarmament all the time. And it's telling me that I should divert and giving me problems with a hospital being on diversion when I have a patient who's got compromised to airway breathing circulation. And I have to decline and tell them that I'm coming through hot anyways. So the thing about it is it's every single call. And then the first call we had was this lady complaining of stuff in her eyes. And that morning of all mornings, I woke up with extremely dry eyes and scratchy eyes. And this is what they do. They survey you in your personal space. And then what they'll do is they'll dispatch you out in the field to these calls with people who have the same problems, and they'll reflect that back at you. At my side hustle, and it's every shift, it's a problem. Every single shift, every single interaction is a problem. And if you have a choreography and if you're disciplined, these EMTs and other medics around you will deliberately move around you. They don't even have to say anything. They already know what you're going to do. So what they'll do is to block and deflect or alter your conversation. they'll just go and stand and block your path of what you should be doing, disarming your train of thought, and then disarming you, and then you go and talk to somebody else. So they don't even have to say anything. They merely just use Proxemics to disarm you. This is how this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works everywhere you go. Inside the hospital, it's the same thing. Nurses are going to tell you to go, get something that's been printed and it hasn't been printed, or nurses are going to get you to go, do whatever. And the whole time they know it's not right. They'll hand you wrong equipment, right? You're supposed to be doing something like, I know in PAs, I mean, there's so many examples, but they give you the wrong equipment. They're handing you the wrong needle drivers, or they're handing you the wrong needle sizes for suturing. They're telling you to, push certain medication where you really shouldn't be because it's a vesicant, right? Intravascularly. And the list goes on. Okay. You're literally 24/7, 365 around trash society people whose sole purpose is to drive and criminalize you into the fucking ground. And here's the craziest thing about it. The craziest thing about it is that this has been going on for years. This has been going on before I even turned 18. Okay. This whole leading me astray thing, right? Only going around to people with drugs, or only going around. And the thing about it is, you go out to the bar and guess who's the only one getting in fights? Guess who's the only one getting some type of provocative problems around them? You're looking at them, right? And it's this perpetual vortex of issues, right? And if you have a moral high ground that's so high, they'll just blatantly go and start making lies in front of you, and they'll just do whatever it takes to make sure they orchestrate your oppression. So if you haven't seen my channel, I encourage you to go check it out. This is my personal documentation of evidence, objectifiably, that I have shitheads who are hell-bent on stalking me and fabricating an agenda, okay, around my oppression, and making sure that I'm always stalked and followed at all times. Okay. I'm going to be going into a level 1 hospital. I mean, they already know I'm coming next week. And I noticed the pattern that is already being exhibited when I enter that hospital is I have the supervisor or the lead always dropping things in the hall, always dropping pens, always dropping papers. And it's this cyclic, I'm clumsy type thing, right? It's a cyclic, I'm clumsy, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna make sure to smear you and abuse you. We're gonna act stupid, we're gonna act unprofessional, and then we're gonna slander you, and then we're gonna make sure that you can't do anything about it. That's the story in the life that I've been living, is we're just gonna be unprofessional, we're gonna make errors, we're gonna do the unethical and the immoral things. And then even though you're doing what you're supposed to do, we're going to make sure that we smear you, and we're going to make sure that you're oppressed. And so when I go to this hospital, I've already had to deal with multiple personalities. No one is ever there to just have an astute conversation. It's always about their own personal life and the things that they're buying. It's never about any type of pharmacokinetics or pharmacodynamics. It's nothing about, respiratory pathophysiology or critical care or neurology. It's nothing astute. It's nothing of intellect. It's this bullshit conversation about how they feel about being a supervisor, how they feel about other people in the workplace. And it's just nonstop dialogue and pollution. It's just nonstop mental auditory pollution. If they're, just take the trash and just leave me alone. Okay. I don't want to fucking hear it. Okay. This isn't the first time this has been going on. I had to deal with it in physician assistant school. And what they do is they have me isolated, Okay. And they allow all of my peers around me to do all the unprofessional things, go through their phones and do all this other stuff. And then what happens is you get a call to the office and then you're told that you're doing something you're not. And then you have to go and deal with the consequences. I've been told on 2 occasions that I have to write apology letters for things that I haven't even done. Okay. This is the narcissism that I deal with, and it's incoming. Okay. I already see it from 1,000 miles away. I already see it. And you have shitheads out here that are literally tracking when I go to the mail.